is the baby yelling? I'm not screaming. You want me to scream? You want me to scream?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back, Matthew, Buddy's channel. Today, we're going to take a look at a few viral videos regarding some Karens. Now, is the Karen moniker warranted for some of these videos? Some of these, I guess you would call them main characters of these particular videos. Some of them, maybe, but there are at least a couple. I think that the moniker is just a little bit too unwarranted. But we're going to review the videos and make a little determination at the conclusion of each video. Check out video number 1.
I had headphones on. I was sleeping. Why is the baby yelling? I'm not screaming. You want me to scream? You want me to scream? Why is the baby yelling? I'm not screaming. You want me to scream? You want me to scream? Please stop the baby. Please. Bro, please. That child was a black baby. What the be happening right now? We're not in Florida yet. We need to call you can't. You want to be rational? No. We are in a tin can with a baby in a echo chamber, and you want to talk to me about being okay? Okay, because you're yelling. So is the baby. Okay, so you're a man. Did that pay extra to yell? Oh, shut up! You're disturbing me now. I don't give a you lower that baby's voice.
So now we're all getting deplaned. Well, that's probably not how his wife imagined their Florida getaway going.
So there's not a shadow of a doubt that this man is a complete jackass. I don't care how you're traveling, if it's via train or by plane, if it's a 1-hour flight, if it's an 8-hour flight, etc. You always have to be prepared when traveling for small children. A lot of them, they're going to be under the age of 2, and you're going to have crying. A lot of pet owners travel with their dogs and cats, etc. So when you're traveling, like my wife and I, when we got on our plane with our pets, you know, to make them a little bit more complacent and so that they weren't meowing throughout the entire duration of the flight, you know, you kind of gotta drug them up a little bit. Kids, you're not going to give them any sleeping pills or anything like that. So kind of this guy at his age, he looks like he's got to be at least a 50-year-old man, bitching and complaining over a small child crying. They're babies. It's what they do. The reality is we were all children at some point. I get it. You have people out there who don't have children of their own. I don't have kids. But at the same time, if I get on an airplane and I'm sitting right next to a young mother with a baby in her arms, am I going to sit there and think, oh my God, I'm in a plane next to a baby? No, you've got to be prepared for that. And this man just absolutely losing his shit over something as it's simple. A baby crying is a very simple thing. I get it. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It kills your eardrums. It's not the most preferred method of travel, but his overreaction to a baby crying, and I love the part when he calls the baby a little fucker and asks if that baby paid more money. I mean, such a smart ass comment. This guy is an absolute joke. Is the Karen moniker warranted for this man? Absolutely. The guy is a joke, and, you know, I really hope he is either self-employed or retired, because what company wants to have a man like this under their direction? You know, your employees are your face of the franchise, of your business, of your organization. This man's probably lost his job. I mean, there's not a lot of feedback afterwards. As you can see, he was talking to the police later. It looked like he was walking away. I doubt any kind of criminal charges were placed against him for creating civil unrest on the plane or whatnot. But the airplane is one of the very few places you ever want to start acting a fool. And I wouldn't be surprised to see this guy in the no-fly list. But enough of that. Let's move on to video number 2.
We have that same.
Do it.
Bye, Karen. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Go to hell.
Bye.
You know what? In
Bye.
America, We speak English.
So?
We don't have to listen.
Who say that? Who say that? Who say that?
All right,
¿Quién lo dijo?
That's fine.
Can you speak
I'm
Spanish?
just going to tell you what, senor.
Go fish.
When the authorities come to shut your music
Okay, Karen,
off,
bye. Karen, bye. You want to talk to the manager?
You don't want to
you
hear
know what?
our
Mr.
music?
Trump will say, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, my
Thank
God.
you.
Pescaste.
Us Republicans
Oh, my God.
love Mr. Donald Trump.
Are you drunk?
Don't want to hear this.
And we don't want to hear you.
Trying to do is fish. All we want to do is fish.
Go and fish.
We can't because all we hear is your
You don't
goddamn
hear-
music.
You fish with your hands.
Shut.
You know how to use
Jesus
them?
Christ.
But I have to teach you.
What
I have to teach
a-
you.
what a- No, we don't fish with our hands. Americans fish with poles, and they don't have to hear this goddamn music while they're fishing.
Time's up.
We want silence. Fishing
If you want
is
silence, go
supposed
to your
be
home
silent.
and close your mouth.
You know what, senor?
That's the only word you can say in Spanish.
You know what?
Karen.
Okay. Tacos and a margarita.
Margarita. Oh, wow.
You know what? People fishing don't
Yeah,
want
you
to
should
hear
get margarita.
music.
Oh,
Care? Who cares? I
Leave
do.
us alone.
I do.
Whatever the hell you want, but
I
leave
do.
us alone.
We don't want to
Who
hear
the
this.
fuck cares?
We don't want to hear this.
Talk with us.
This isn't American music.
Hi, Karen. Go off.
Because you know what? This is the
Can you close your
United
mouth?
States of
I love your speech.
America and a United States of America
Such a way.
English, not this where all these people are fishing
Mhm.
and to listen to your goddamn. So when I call the
Yeah, your
police
husband is
and
coming.
when they come down, you'll know who sent them.
Who? Karen?
When the police.
Bye, Karen. Bye. Bye.
Oh no!
Bye.
Don't buy me.
Huh? Why? What are you gonna do?
Oh! I don't know. I don't know how that language works.
Oh,
Bye,
girl.
bye.
You're going so viral.
Music down.
Why? Why?
Because
Here.
it's annoying. When you
Ay, taga.
fish, you don't want to hear annoying music.
Why? It's so good.
Do you fish?
Yes.
Okay, well go. Go to
Yeah.
You guys don't care about anybody else. You're so disrespectful. This is a fishing resort.
Why you don't
A
go out there and
fishing.
talk to them? Because
And
they do have music, and
unfortunately,
you're not saying anything.
I know, señorita.
The manager is not today.
Shoot, man, I was this close to agreeing with the lady. Let's be honest, man. We're not all going to enjoy the exact same music that others enjoy. I'm not a fan of rap music, unless it's Eminem, right? But I'm not into the rap genre. So if I hear somebody blasting rap music, if I'm at home and I hear somebody throw a party next door, yeah, that's going to affect me. It's not uncommon for people to be annoyed or aggravated by hearing loud noise blasting around them. You know, if I'm driving my car and I'm blasting European techno music, yeah, you think I would be surprised if I got a few fingers or somebody honking at me while I'm driving down the road? But at least I'll have the common decency to have the windows wound up, right? You know, maybe they'll hear it if I'm like stopped at a red light or something. But, you know, you got to think about other people. You got to be considerate. So I don't really have so much of a problem with the lady coming in and telling them to shut their music down or, you know, put the music down. They don't necessarily have to turn it off, but you know, whether what kind of music it is, salsa music, mariachi, I don't know, man. They don't really specify what kind of music was being played. I think that's irrelevant. Now, there are a few comments that she made that turned me against her. Like I said, we all don't want to be listening to other people's music. And, you know, you're out fishing, you're trying to have a good time, maybe having a barbecue or something. You want silence or whatnot. I get it. but it's just how she went about approaching the group. And I don't think that the group made any attempts to try and work things out, show some compassion and whatnot. Her comments like, we in America speak English. This isn't American music. You got to realize America does not have a definitive language. Yes, English is the predominant spoken language in America, but you know what? English is probably the most predominant language in China. Do you think that the Chinese people only speak English? No, they're Chinese, so they're going to speak the Chinese language. Pretty much English is universal across the world, so that's not out of the question. I think Canada is another one, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think Canada necessarily has a definitive language. Now, it all depends on where you live. Like, if you're in one of the big cities like Toronto or Vancouver, they probably speak English majority. But if you go to like Montreal, for example, what do they speak? They speak Canadian French out there. So different parts of the country, they're going to speak different language. Here in the U.S., yes, English is the predominant language. But you know what? We are a civilization of foreigners. Now, given some of us might have backgrounds where our ancestors came over on the Mayflower, so we're not really foreigners as much as... So when our family came over on the Mayflower, they were settlers. But today, you know what? You're going to have people coming over from other countries, whether it's work-related, school, what have you. If they want to speak German, let them speak German. If they want to speak Korean, great. Just because you only speak one language, that is not a reason to neglect or hate on other cultures. If someone's bilingual, perfect. So that comment about English being the predominant language, that right there, we speak English in America. That's not accurate. Yes, it's predominant, but it's not. We don't have a designated language. Secondly, why are you bringing politics into it? I'm a Republican and we love Mr. Donald Trump. What does that have to do with anything? That's where the whole racist Karen part comes into play, because now they're thinking about building walls and kicking people back to Mexico and crap. I'm like, dude, have some self-respect. I had no issues with her whatsoever walking up and saying, hey, your music's too loud, please turn it down. But it's just how she went about the situation. So is this woman a legitimate Karen? Based on some of her statements, do I think she's racist? Probably not, but she does have some sort of superiority complex going on. That's no doubt. So that's my feedback on this one. Let's take a look at the next video, guys.
Just one moment.
Hi. I know you're probably the mom of the little girl back there that's screaming, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a grandma. I'm 67. I don't even live here. I'm just staying with my ex because we've got a couple of graduations. But maybe you could tell her that when she screams, because that's blood curdling, that sounds to me like someone's in danger. And if she screams like that, just because she's having a temper tantrum, if anything ever happened to her, no one would lift a finger because they think that she's just having a tantrum. So you should tell her about that story called The Boy That Cried Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
You need to, because she should not be able to get away with that.
I appreciate your concern. She's 3. And she's
I
my
know
daughter.
she's 3. Believe me, I've had 3-year-olds and
I have
my
4
grandchildren
kids.
too.
I have 4 kids. So like I said, I appreciate your concern, but it's none of your business.
I know it's none of my business, but she's disturbing the entire neighborhood. I mean, you've got to think about this. If she's going to scream like that, then put her in her room and close the door.
It's 5 o'clock. Mind your own business, but thank you.
I'm sorry, but she's causing not just a disturbance, she's scaring people.
I'm sorry to hear that you're easily frightened. Have a great day, though.
Easily frightened, you should act like a mom.
Thank you. You should mind your own business.
So she's 3. Mind your own business. And I'm sorry that you're so easily frightened. What makes me sick about this particular video is everybody classifies the grandmother as the Karen of the video. Dude, 100% no. The woman, the homeowner, the mom, she is the Karen in this video. And I don't know why it's so hard for people to see that. I mean, this woman, the grandma, she rang the bell. She wasn't belligerent. She wasn't yelling at anybody. She wasn't making accusations. She talked very calmly and respectfully to the mom, let her know of the situation. That, hey, people are scared. They're hearing this child scream. What is to lead them to believe that this baby, that this little girl isn't being beaten or tortured somehow? My wife and I, we watch all of these court videos, and you see all of these moms, their boyfriends, dads, what have you, basically killing small kids and going to court, being arrested, what have you. And how do they know that this isn't the same situation? The grandmother did nothing wrong. She approached the mom with respect, very calmly, just say, hey, can you talk to your child, and kind of give them, I don't want to say punishment. You don't want to punish them because they're screaming. I mean, is it child abuse? Not really. I mean, are you going to slap your kid because they're screaming? No. But you got to be a parent. And I think that this grandmother said it the right way. Be a darn mom, basically. And I'm like, heck yeah. Very quick video, very simple portion. I'm not going to make a lot of comments on this because I think I have to show the grandmother some respect. Every time I see this clip on other people's channels, and I do watch a lot of Karen videos, it's always the grandmother that's called the Karen, and it makes me sick. I'm like, no. So I think this right here, is this grandmother a Karen? Absolutely not. So let's take a look at the next clip.
You being mad disrespectful.
You're the one that came in the car. You're still not in this car. So you're showing exactly what the reason why I'm kicking you out.
Hi, I have an Uber driver being mad disrespectful. I just paid $14 to get to school, and he's kicking us out.
Okay, what's the address?
It's 41st Street.
41st Street.
41st Street, ma'am.
411.
What kind of car are you in?
It's a black car.
A black car.
You know what? For this, I'm not going to school, bro. He blew my phone. Hello?
Oh, how is he just gonna kick us out?
I don't know. He's being mad disrespectful.
Let's go.
You being mad disrespectful? No.
You got $1 for the bus?
You got $5 for the bus? No.
It's not my fault. You're
gonna
Ray, stop screaming! Cause how is her actions gonna cause with everybody's actions?
He's paying $14 right now.
How does that work? I don't understand.
He's paying $14 right now. Give me $14 right now. Give me $14 right now. I just paid $14. No, I'm not taking another Uber. No, we're not getting out. You being mad disrespectful. You bought her or something?
No.
Like you heartless or something? You're useless.
Okay.
You're going to hell for this.
Alright. You're wasting my time? You're wasting your own time?
You're wasting my time.
Right, okay.
I just not even cancel.
We paid $4.
Because I just turned around saying this, that. So you're making us late one for no reason.
I have 2 individuals in my vehicle that are doing Uber and they don't want to get out the car.
We paid $14.
No, the girl called.
We paid $14.
The girl called.
We paid $14.
You can hear her in the background. They won't get out my.
We're not gonna get out.
Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I absolutely love that girl in this video. That damn Uber driver was being mad disrespectful. Damn it, they paid $14. Oh, God. That whole mad disrespectful. I mean, how do you not get a kick out of that every time? Here, so many issues with this. I mean, let's start off with the basics. you get a Lyft driver, an Uber driver, what have you, a taxi. Walk around to the back of the car, take a damn photo of the license plates, see what kind of car you're getting into first and foremost. You don't know who this driver is. You know, they could be a rapist or a serial killer or something, you know. They might want to try to mug you. We've seen in the past where Uber drivers are actually killed and their killer takes over and starts taking their fares. And what do? They rape and kill the passengers. So you want to be as protected as possible. I get it. It's daylight. You're with, you know, your friend, roommate, possibly, whatever. But still, two girls on one guy, there's, you know, there's doesn't really balance out. I mean, theoretically, men are stronger than women, technically, but I don't know. They're doing at least one thing right as far as having being with a group, you know, two or more people. So when she goes to call the cops, I mean, that is not a reason to call law enforcement. Okay. Emergency services are for emergencies, and that just isn't it. You call up Uber and maybe explain the situation, whatever, and see if you get a refund that way. But or you could have simply done the right thing and not eat your freaking food in the man's car after he asked you not to. I think he was very polite. Don't eat my car. You know, you don't want to get all that junk all over your floor and whatnot. You want to keep your car nice and clean. I mean, it's not an unreasonable request. So, and even after, you know, he was complaining and wanted to get canceled the ride and everything, she's still doing it. She's still throwing it in his face. This is just an entitled girl that's probably never had the word no said to her. And this is infuriating. You know, grown adults acting like 2-year-olds. You expect that out of a 2-year-old. They call it the wild twos for a reason. But you're an adult age. She said she's late for school. I'm assuming she's a college student. So, is this girl a Karen? I don't want to say that she's a Karen. She's just someone who I think is, like I said, very entitled. That's about it. So, 4 videos in. First guy, definite Karen. Second video with the woman. Yeah, she was a Karen. Not to the extreme, but I think she was a Karen. Third video, absolutely not. Fourth video, no with asterisk. Crazy. I think if we actually go through video by video, I think there's a lot of fun points that a lot of fun things that we could point out. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully more like this will come in the near future. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching, and talk to you in the comments. Goodbye, everybody.